Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Ben, and today I'm back with another banger of video. Here I am doing the NFC Championship and AFC Championship predictions because the championship games are on Sunday. I'm gonna be streaming them like always, especially these two. Whoever wins these games are going to the bowl. They're going to the Super Bowl, and I'm excited to see whoever ends up winning. Getting their chance to obviously not host, but play in the final game, which is the Super Bowl. Who's going to raise up that Lombardi? Who's going to win Super Bowl MVP? Who's going to make plays when it matters most? Well, we'll have to wait for that. But for right now, we're going to get into the AFC Championship game, which is between the number 1 seed Baltimore Ravens versus the number 3 seed Kansas City Chiefs. Which that means this game is obviously going to be at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Which shout out to their fans, bro, because their fans are actually very, very underrated. And I say that in the sense of their fans are so hectic, so loud, and it's good, bro. They're always rooting for their team. In week 18 when they faced the Steelers, and it was a meaningless game basically at that point. Bro, it was raining, it was cold, and they still went all out, and they were crazy, bro. They were absolutely absurd. They were going nuts for the Baltimore Ravens, even though none of their starters were active and none of their starters were playing. I mean, I'm pretty sure a few of them were, but still, their fans are absolutely crazy. So when it comes to the teams and who I think is gonna win this game, I'll put it quite simple. Like a lot of people have been saying, be the man, you got to beat the man. And for Lamar Jackson to be the man in the AFC and to be the man in the NFL, you got to beat the man who is obviously number 1 right now, and that's Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think this game could go two ways. Obviously, Baltimore's defense is really good, but Kansas City's defense also is really good. So their two defenses is really good. What I did see from Kansas City that I did not like, and I'll be honest, I didn't really like this. They let James Cook in that first half run all over them, even in the start of the third quarter. I didn't like that. And if you have a Gus Edwards or Hill run all over you, I mean, your chances of winning that game. Well, guys, unfortunately, as I was editing this, my mic cut off, bro. It's happened twice over the past few videos that I've recorded that my mic just suddenly cuts off and the audio of the other half of the video just goes to shit. And I'm actually a little bit pissed at it, but no need, no worry. I'm going to tell you guys what I still think about the Ravens versus Chiefs. So where was I at? So like I was saying, the Ravens, I do see them with a clear shot of winning this game, but they need to make big time plays. And I think their defense could be a big problem for Kansas City. I say this in the sense of if their defense is steady pressuring Mahomes, making him get out the pocket, work, I think this is where they could find success. This is where they could find a rhythm to improve, and they could improve throughout the game, be very persistent on making sure that Patrick Mahomes is bothered throughout the game. And I feel like that'll be a big way that they could win this game. The Chiefs, I really do like their defense as well. They've been killing it this whole year. Obviously, I'm a big fan. Honestly, one of my favorite linebackers this whole year has been George Karlaftis. He's an absolute stud out of Purdue. Shout out to him real quick. Just wanted to give him a quick shout out because he's an absolute stud, bro. Obviously, Chris Jones, we know who Chris Jones is. He's a living legend, bro. Obviously, and who knows where he's going to go in this offseason, because obviously he's a free agent. He only signed a 1-year deal this past offseason. Well, it wasn't even on the offseason. I think it was after week 1 had occurred. So yeah, basically Chris Jones, Karlaftis, the defense of Kansas City is pretty good. So they're kind of matched up. I like Baltimore's defense a little bit better. And when it comes to offense, if Lamar makes the plays, bro, I could see this game ending up in 2 ways. I'll tell you guys right now. I could see it ending up in Baltimore just taking advantage and going up and obviously increasing the score, and Kansas City trying to play catch up during the whole game. And that could be very likely, to be honest. Lamar Jackson, I really do think you could win this game, bro. You just don't make mistakes, be smart with the football, and I really think the Ravens are prime position to win this game against the Chiefs. But I will say this, I will not be surprised if the Kansas City Chiefs win this game, because the Ravens started off very slow against the Texans. Could be rust, could be that the Texans defense was actually playing really good that first half. Could be both, actually. So the Chiefs, if they're able to capitalize, if the Ravens have another slow start, they have a really great chance of winning this game. And I mean really great chance of winning this game. Starting off slow is what you should never do against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, because they will exploit that to the finest of their abilities. So I will say this game could either go 2 ways. And the first one about to seem crazy, bro. Ravens take advantage and just blow the game out, and Chiefs can't play catch up during the game. And or 2, the Chiefs win while Ravens try to play catch up. And Patrick Mahomes obviously secures another trip to the Super Bowl. So I'm about to give you guys my final prediction for this AFC Championship game at M&T Bank Stadium. I think, little drum roll, that the Kansas City Chiefs will lose to the Baltimore Ravens, and I think the Ravens will beat the Chiefs in this game. I like the Ravens defense to really play big and have a great stand against Patrick Mahomes in this game, and I do think the Baltimore Ravens will win this game. Score prediction, give me 37-27. Ravens win this game. Yep, I got it. That's what I got. I got the Ravens going to the Super Bowl. I think Lamar outduels Mahomes on this one, and I think he goes and tries to be one step closer to the Lombardi that he aspires for Baltimore. You know, when he got drafted, he said, what? I think he said that, oh yeah, he's going to bring Bulls to the city. And I really think this is where it starts right now. Beating the Chiefs, leading them into the right direction, going into Las Vegas, and trying to compete for a Super Bowl for Baltimore. So yeah, I got the Chiefs losing to the Ravens, and I do think the Ravens will be AFC champions. All right, so now let's move on to the NFC, where my Green Bay Packers unfortunately will not be playing this upcoming weekend. Hold up. All right, I'm back. I just had a little bit of a meltdown because, you know, it's still crazy that we're not playing this weekend and the Lions are. But shout out to the Lions fans because you guys do deserve it. Not that big of a fan of the Lions players on defense, specifically a few. But Lions fans, you guys do deserve this moment. And shout out to y'all. You know, y'all been waiting a long-ass time for this moment, especially, like, I know hella, like, celebrities, obviously, that support the Lions that have been waiting for this moment, like Ninja, Eminem, who else? Big Sean, obviously. Like, a lot of celebrities that have been waiting for this moment. And I know a lot of people, obviously fans, diehard fans, have also been waiting for this moment. But I can see a lot of people, Lions fans, making the travel to Santa Clara to watch this game. So the 49ers and Lions, where do I see this game going and how do I see this game being played out? I can honestly see this game, just like the Chiefs and Ravens, being played out two ways. I think the Lions have a better run game in the sense of, you know, before everybody goes crazy, I do think McCaffrey's the best running back in this game. Yes, I do. But I say they have a better run game like this. I'll tell you guys this. The duo between Montgomery and Gibbs, that is something that they could switch off. You know, obviously McCaffrey could do it all. He could receive the ball. He could run the ball. I know that. But when it comes to it, I think Gibbs and Montgomery will, like, you know, not tire themselves out throughout this whole game. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like McCaffrey's going to have a lot of pressure on him and probably tire himself out. But I do think players like Ayuk, Jennings, and Kittle will make the big-time plays when it matters most. That's what I will say. But do I think Jared Goff plays a clean game of football? If you plays a clean game of football, like, let's say 250-plus yards, no interceptions, and, like, 2 to 3 touchdowns, I could see the Lions winning this game, like, maybe a touchdown plus. They win this game, to be honest. But if he turns the ball over just once, I think this game's wraps. I think this game is wraps. And I think the 49ers will clearly win this game and advance to the Super Bowl. So, score time, score prediction, whatever you want to call it. I think that the Lions will lose this game and the 49ers will be in the Super Bowl, boys. I'll be honest. I didn't want to pick the Lions, and I don't want to pick the Lions, obviously being a Packers fan, even though I rock with the fans. The fans of Detroit, y'all deserve this. Like I said, nothing against y'all whatsoever, I promise. Like, you guys will most likely be in another NFC Championship game if the core stays the way it is for the time to come, you know, in the future. Even though I wouldn't want that, but I'm just being realistic as well. What I will say, that I think Brock Purdy and the 49ers will play a better game than they did against Green Bay. And that's just me being honest with you guys. I think, obviously, Purdy didn't play the best, but I think he's going to actually play way, way better than he did in Green Bay. Obviously, the weather conditions should be better. I'm not sure. I actually have to look at that before the game does start in case I do want to put any bets or anything like that. But, yeah, I think that Purdy will play better. I think Kittle will be a big, like, if I'm looking at an X factor in this game, it's Kittle. I really do believe Kittle will be a big X factor. And for the Lions, I can see it being Laporta as well. The Titans will have a big day. But I do think at the end of the day, the 49ers defense will come clutch when it matters most. Both Chase Young, obviously Warner. Yeah, I think they'll come clutch when it matters most and really disrupt Goff. So, yeah, I got the 49ers beating the Lions. Score prediction, I'll give it to you guys now because I don't think I did. Give me the Lions losing this game 24 and the 49ers having 31. Yep, 31-24, 49ers win. And now we have a Super Bowl between the 49ers and Ravens, which would be a rematch of Week 16, I believe it was, Ravens for 49ers, when the Ravens absolutely stomped the 49ers at Levi Stadium. So, yeah, I think both of these teams are settled to meet again in Las Vegas. Well, one of them will grab the Lombardi and win a Super Bowl for their team. Who will it be? I don't know. That's obviously if that's the game that happens. Just want to say, because obviously the Chiefs and Lions will maybe get there. You know, who knows? I'm just giving you guys my prediction. But if that's the game, that'd be an exciting game to me still, because I think that will be still 50-50 up in the air. But yeah, those are my predictions for championship weekend. Just want to say that I will be streaming these games Sunday. I think it starts at 2:30, one of them, and then the other one starts at 5:30 if I'm correct. Back check me on that if I'm wrong. But yeah, I will be live streaming with my boy Lorden. We will be here. Big live stream. Hopefully you guys tune in. It's going to be a good one. I will be live streaming. Just a reminder, Royal Rumble Saturday. I'm actually freaking hyped for that, bro. I'm not trying to cuss that much. So yeah, cutting down on my cussing. So I'm freaking hyped for that. And also hyped for Championship Sunday. And quick question before I do get up out of here, bro. What do you guys think about Usher performing in the halftime show in Super Bowl? I personally like it. I don't know why a lot of people have been 50-50 on it. I mean, at least that's what I've seen. Like, I think Usher's going to have a great performance. Even if he doesn't invite any guests, I still think he's going to kill it. Absolutely tear the house down. I think it's going to be dope. I'm actually hyped for it. Hyped for a whole Super Bowl weekend, everything leading up to it. That's going to be amazing. Pro Bowl and everything. So, yeah, hyped for that. But, you know, it's coming around that time where the season's sadly going to end. But no matter what, it was a great season. And I'm excited to see which two teams do end up in Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58. One step closer to that Lombardi trophy. So, yeah, other than that, it's been your boy Ben. And I'll catch you guys on the flippity flip, boys.